exercises today. Okay, so the very first point that we are going to discuss is a triangle has how many sides and vertices. First point is a triangle has dash sides and dash vertices. Okay, students? So let's first remember what is the shape of a triangle. A triangle is like this. It has three sides. Okay? So the three-sided figure is known as the triangle, and as a triangle has how many sides? It has three sides and how many vertices? Vertices are, by doing the vertices are basically the corners of a figure. Okay? So you see there are 1, 2, 3 corners, or you can say 3 vertices. Third will come here, it will come 3. Next is a square has dash sides. Now, what is a square? A square is a four-sided figure of equal measure. If it is 1 centimeter, then all the sides must be equal to 1 centimeter. This is how you get a square. A square has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 4. Next is a rectangle has dash vertices. A rectangle has dash vertices. Now let us draw a rectangle. A rectangle is again a four-sided figure in which 2 are lengths and 2 are breadths. These two sides are equal to one another and these two sides are equal to one another. Okay? Now the question is, a rectangle has how many vertices? Vertices, by vertices you mean corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Therefore 4 vertices is your answer. Next is a circle has dash vertex. So let us draw a circle now. Circle is like this, with circular shape. So now you see, do it have any corner or vertex? You cannot see any corner in this figure. Therefore, it has no vertex. Okay, students? Now let's move to the next question. Please pause the video, note it down carefully. Okay. Next is the next exercise in your book is you are given with a circle and there are some points here. And the question says mark any 4 points inside the given circle. Mark any 4 points given inside the circle. So can you see any point inside the circle? Inside means in the interior of the circle. Clearly when you see, you will observe that there is not any point inside the circle. There is no point inside the circle. So your answer is no point. In the same question it is asked, mark any 4 points outside the circle. This is the second part of the question. Mark any 4 points outside the circle. Now outside you can see so many points are there in the given diagram. So you can have any 4 with the capital letters. 1, A, B, C. Remember students, points are denoted by dots and they are labeled with the capital letter. So we can mark any 4 points with capital letter. So this will end points and has a fixed length. So let us see in all these diagrams. This and this are lines and they are having defined end points, that is AB here and RS. So obviously these two lines become your line segments because they have fixed end points and a defined length. So let us circle these, this and this. The rest two figures that you are given are naturally not lines, they are simple curves. So we are not to circle them. So this will be the answer for this very question given in your book. Okay. Next, move to the next question in which you are given with the diagram and you have to name 4 line segments with B as endpoints. Name any 4 line segments with B as an end point. The diagram given to you is a simple square with 2 triangles and it is labeled as A, B, C, D and E. Now read the question carefully. It says name any 4 line segments with B as end point. Now you have to take the point B. With B as end point, the 4 line segments are BA, BC, DE and BD. Alright? And not to forget, line segments are written like this with a line at the top of single A. Is it clear to you? You are getting 4 line segments in this figure, namely BA, BC, BE and BD. As BE length of BE is fixed as well as length of BD is also fixed. So these two are the line segments originating from point B. Also BA and BC are also having a fixed length due to the presence of end points. Therefore, these 4 are the line segments that you obtain in this figure starting from. Okay. The next question in the exercise says you are given with 3 diagrams and you have to name them as lines or line segments. The question says you are given with these 3 diagrams and you have to label. Write L for line, and LS for line segment, also write their names. Okay students, please note the question carefully. I hope you can do it yourself. In the first diagram is given with PQ with defined end points because there are no arrows. Therefore, it has fixed end points. Therefore, this is a line segment. Okay? And you have to name it also. The name of the line segment is PQ. You are given with 2 plans in each question. In the first plan, you have to write L or LS depending on your answer. And in the second plan, you have to write the name of the line or the line segment that you notice. Moving to the next diagram, you get LM line, but the length is not fixed because you are getting two arrows with it. Therefore, they do not end here, they are moving away from it in both the directions. Therefore, the length of LM is not fixed. Hence, it is a line, not a line segment. Must remember. Also, write the name. The name of the line is LM with the arrow at the top. Arrows at the top. Next, again, it is the same diagram with arrows. So, it is not a line. It is not a line segment. It is a line. And the name of line is RS with arrows on its top. Okay, students? Please note it down carefully. Okay, moving forward to the next question. You are given the three diagrams and you are to classify it if it is a parallel lines or intersecting lines. Okay? Write P for parallel lines. And I for intersecting lines. Okay, students? Three diagrams that you are given with are line EF and line GH. We can clearly observe if it is a parallel line or intersecting line. Keep answering in your mind. Then I am going to solve it. Next is line RS and PQ. Are these intersecting or parallel lines? Next is line AB and CG. Okay, so let us do it. I hope you remember the definitions of parallel lines and intersecting lines. Parallel lines were those lines which never cross each other's path. They never meet and they always have fixed distance between them. On the other hand, what were intersecting lines? Intersecting lines were the lines which cross each other's path or intersect each other. And in them we get a point of intersection. Where is that? It is at that point where the lines cross. Okay? So with this easy definition, you can easily tell me these two. Observe these two. As they are having fixed distance between them throughout their path. Okay? And they are not crossing each other. So naturally these two are your parallel lines. Line EF and GH are parallel lines. So but you have to write, we have to write P for parallel lines. In this, line RS and PQ are intersecting each other at this point. So naturally they are intersecting lines and we have to write I for intersecting lines. I is your answer. Next is C. Now you may get confused with this question. See, in this you cannot see an intersecting point as such given in the diagram. But if you extend these two lines further, then you will naturally and definitely observe an intersecting line. You will get an intersecting point. Also, the distance between these two lines is not the same. Here the distance is large. Here it is getting smaller, even smaller, smaller, and then at some point meet each other. So these two are intersecting lines and not parallel lines. Please do it carefully. So it is I, that is intersecting lines. The next question is, you are given with three lines. you have to mark arrowheads and points to convert it into line segment or ray. Mark arrowheads and points to convert the given line into line segment and ray. You are given with same 3 lines, that is this, and you have to mark the arrowheads and points. So in the first part you have to make a line. You have to convert it into a line. Remember the definition of line. Line has no fixed length and no end points. So arrows will come here. Okay, this work is done. We have marked the arrowheads. Next is you have to mark points. So you can mark points here, point A and point B. With this it becomes a line A, B. Okay, you get this. Next is you have to make a line segment. Line segment has fixed end points. Okay, so there no arrowheads will come in this. Line segment has no arrowhead, has fixed end points. So you have to mark the points and you have to name it also. Let's name it PQ. So it becomes PQ. Okay. Next is you have to make a ray. And you remember ray has one fixed point and another arrow. Another end is not fixed. So let us make the originating point this. That is, we have fixed one end point and arrowhead will come here. Also we have to name it. So let's name it X, Y. With this you get a ray X, Y with one arrow at the. Okay. Moving forward, next is you are given the 3 diagrams and you have to tell how many angles are there in the given diagrams. Let's do that. How many angles are there? With O as vertex. Okay, and the 3 diagrams that we are given with are, first diagram is this AOC. Next is this. The third one is let's do it. With O as vertex. What do you mean by vertex? Vertex simply a corner. Okay, remember students, whenever an angle is formed, the point at which the angle is formed is known as your vertex, and the 2 rays with which angles are formed are your rays or arms. Okay, so in this question, angles are made and you have to tell how many angles are there with O as vertex. That is your corner. So let's pick up this corner. In this diagram, you can see how many angles are formed. Simply one angle you can observe, which is angle AOC. Okay, you always write vertex in the middle and rest points in the extremes. Okay, A and C are rest points, so they are to be at that extreme, and in the middle the vertex will come at which the angle is formed. So here angle AOC is formed, and how many angles are there? There is only one angle. Okay, one angle, and it is its name. Now in this diagram, vertex is here O. many angles are formed? This one angle is this angle MOP. Next angle is angle POR. Okay, only these two. Can you find out another angle in this diagram? If you try to think, you will observe one more angle. Let me tell you what is that angle. That is MOR. This full angle is also an angle. Okay, so we are getting three angles in this diagram. Now let us name them. First angle is angle MOP. Next is angle POR. And the third one is MOR. These two small angles and one complete angle. Okay, please note it down carefully. You can do similar examples on your own also. Moving forward, in this diagram, how many angles do you observe? There are many angles that you observe. Okay. First angle at vertex O is this, and it is a right angle also. Okay. Second is this. Third is this. Fourth is this. Okay. That's it. Can you observe any another angle? If you try to think, yes, you will get more angles also. That is angle EHF. Angle EHF, no, EOF. Again, moving further, you can get GOH also, right? Or you can, if you take 3 quadrants, you will get this angle also. EOG. This large angle EOG. So let us write them. 4 right angles you get. 4 right angles you observe. That is angle EOH, angle HOF. Next is FOG. Next is GOE. Alright. 4 right angles are these. Next you get straight angles also. The straight angles that you observe in this is EOF, or you can write GOH. Alright, and this EOG, this is again an angle EOG. This full angle is also observed. Okay, other angles are also there. That is angle EOG, and so on. Okay, so you can practice it more and more and find out how many angles are there. In this diagram, you are getting many angles. Okay. Next is you are given with some objects. That is a fan. Next is a book. Third is a compass, and the last one is a clock. And you are to match the objects with the angles they make. So let us do that. Match the objects with the angles they make. The first object that you are given here is a fan. Next is a book, an open book like this. These are pages. Okay? Actually, they are at right angle. Next is a compass. With a pencil, and you have to mark the angle. Next is a clock, in which you are given the time like this. Okay? Okay, so let's observe the first object now. It is a fan, and how many angles it is making? It is making angle here, here, and here. Actually, you can see all these angles are less than 90 degree. So they are acute angles. Remember students, the angles that are less than 90 degree are acute angles. Okay. So this is a acute angle and you will match it with diagram like this. Okay. Next, in the book it is an open book and it is making a right angle. Okay. So because it is looking like a corner of a rectangle. Remember students, the angle which is like a corner of a rectangle is a right angle. So this is a right angle. I hope you remember its measure. Yes or no? It has a measure of 90 degree. And you have to match it with the right angle. It is given in your book and you will easily match it. Next is a compass. The angle which it is making is a acute angle because it is again less than 90 degree, like if this diagram. Okay. So the answer for this is again is also acute angle and you will match it with the acute angle that is less than 90 degree. Next object is a clock in which there are two hands, hour hand and minute hand. They are making an angle of 90 degree. So naturally it is a right angle. Okay students, you will match it with this diagram given in your book. Okay. Now we are left with only two questions. The one is it says circle the letters where you see a right angle. You are given with some alphabets of English dictionary. Okay. And you have to see the letters, are the letters making right angle or not. And you will make encircle them. And you will encircle those angles, letters which are making right angle. Circle the letters where you see a right angle. You are given with letter A, C, F, G, H, J, L, N and P. Okay. You can observe the arms of the angle and find if they are making a right angle or not. In the first letter A, no right angle is being formed. In letter E, you can observe right angle is being formed here, here, here and here. You can write it like this. Naturally, they are looking like corners of a rectangle. So, yes, they are making right angle. So, we will circle this. Next is your letter F. F is again making right angle here, here and here. So, yes, this is again your answer. In letter G, you are getting a right angle with these two arms. Yes or no? Yes. So again, yes, it is forming the right angle. Next is the letter H. H is again forming right angle here, here, here and here. So yes, right angles are being formed in letter H. Next is A. I cannot observe any right angle. Next is L. Yes, right angle is being formed here with the two arms of L. Yes, this is again your. You will encircle this. In N, you cannot observe any right angle. You can enlarge it and see. No, there are no right angles being formed. These are acute angles. So no, this is not your answer. Next is letter T. Yes, two right angles are being formed here. So you will encircle this. Okay, students. So in these given letters, the right angles is being formed in E, F, G, H, L and T. Okay. Next is you are given with 4 clocks with some given time and you have to write the names of time clock where you see a right angle. Write the time of the clock In this, yes, we are getting a right angle. In this, again, we are getting a right angle. So, but the question says write the time of the clock where you see right angles. We are seeing right angles in these three diagrams, 1, 2 and 3, and we have to write the time. In this, time is 3 o'clock. Okay, and or you can write 3 double dot 0 0. It means 3 hours and 0 minutes. You can write in either way. In this, we are not getting in right angle, so we are not to write the time of this clock. In this, we are getting 9 o'clock and 9 0 0. That is 9 hours and 0 minutes. In this, can you tell me its time? I'm sure you can tell. See, the minute hand is here and the hour hand is here. It is after 7. So this is 7 past 20. Okay, this is 4, this is 5. So the time that it is making is 7:20. That is 7 hours and 20 minutes. Or you can say 20 past 7. Okay, students, you can do similar exercises on your own and try to understand all these concepts and questions done today again and again, and note it down in your fair notebook. Any problem or any query that you face, that you can send it in your WhatsApp group. Keep studying hard.